Have you ever bumped into someone you know that you haven't seen for a while? How did you feel? Were you surprised to see them? Or maybe you felt shocked because they'd changed a lot since the last time you saw them. Maybe you felt embarrassed because you forgot to put your makeup on before you went out and you felt a bit silly. Or maybe you were annoyed because they had said they were busy and then obviously they weren't. All of these feelings are described using ED adjectives. I'm Kathy from ESOL Fast Forward, and in this video we're going to look in more depth at ED adjectives and how to pronounce them clearly. So let's look at the 4 words that I mentioned: surprised, shocked, annoyed, embarrassed. Do you know that they all come originally from verbs? To surprise, to do something unexpected. To shock, to upset or surprise someone, but often in a bad way. To annoy, to make you feel cross or slightly angry. To embarrass, to make you feel worried or uncomfortable in some way. To make the past tense of these verbs, we add ed. They're regular verbs: surprised, shocked, annoyed, embarrassed. And here are some examples in sentences. My brother really surprised me with a nice gift. The news shocked me today. My teacher annoyed me. My friend always embarrassed me in class. The same forms can be used as past participles in the present perfect. He's really surprised me this time. You've shocked me now. They've annoyed me by making a mess. And he's always embarrassed me because he's so loud. Notice you can, in the present perfect, add in adverbs of frequency. Now, these verb forms then become adjectives to describe how we feel. For example, I am, or I feel, or I was, or I felt surprised, shocked, annoyed, or embarrassed. Now, the spelling of these adjectives always ends in ed, but we don't pronounce them the same way. Is it something to do with the final letter before the ed that we add? I've chosen some ed adjectives that sound different. Listen to these first 2. Surprised, annoyed. They end in ed, and you can hear the d at the end of the word when you say it. Now notice the word surprise has z sound. You feel it here, z. So it's easy to say d afterwards. Surprised. And annoy has a y sound. And again, it's easy to say annoyed. These are called voiced sounds. We feel them here in our throat, and we can follow them with a d. Let's repeat them again. Surprised, annoyed. Now let's look at the word shock. It has a k sound at the end, but it's not voiced. You feel it in the mouth, but not the throat. So we can't follow it with a d, and the end sound has to be a t. Listen, shocked. The same thing happens with embarrassed. S is voiceless. S. So we follow it with a t because the sound is already up here, not down there. Repeat again. Shocked, embarrassed. Finally, here are 3 extra ed adjectives. Look at the verb form. Interest, disappoint, excite. What sounds do these verbs end in? You're right, it's a t. So as a result, we can't add an extra t ending sound, and d doesn't sound quite right either. Excited, excited. So we have to make it an id sound. It's a bigger sound. Interested, disappointed, excited. Finally, we're going to practice these words one more time. And for an extra challenge, we're going to look at where the stressed syllables are. surprised, annoyed, shocked, embarrassed, interested, disappointed, excited. Okay, now it's your turn. Practice saying these words, and as an additional challenge, see how many times you can use them in conversation or maybe in your writing. Enjoy practicing. Bye for now.